Somewhere in your childhood, there was an album, a cardboard cover, numbered pages, empty white squares waiting to be filled. You bought the packets at the newsagent, at the supermarket checkout, at the corner shop. You tore them open on the walk home. You checked every sticker against the list. You swapped duplicates in the playground. You never quite finished it. For over 50 years, that experience belonged to one company, Panini. The 2026 World Cup album launched on April 30th. Millions of people are buying it right now. In 2030, it will be the last Panini World Cup sticker album ever made. An American company called Fanatics took the license away, not by making a better product, not by offering football fans something they actually wanted, but through a strategy that multiple antitrust lawsuits describe as the deliberate construction of a monopoly over the entire global sports collectibles market. This is what really happened. The story starts in Modena, Italy, 1960. Two brothers named Giuseppe and Benito Panini were running a small newspaper distribution office. Nothing glamorous, nothing that suggested what was coming. One day, a Milan company approached them with a problem. They had a large collection of football figurines they could not sell. They needed someone to take them off their hands. The Panini brothers bought them. They repackaged them into small paper packets. They sold them from their counter. Customers kept coming back. Within a year, the brothers had published their first official football sticker album, the Calciatori, featuring the players of Italian Serie A, with a dedicated space for every sticker, a complete set of squares waiting to be filled. The album was the invention that changed everything. It was not just a product, it was a mechanism. Buy the packets to fill the album. Fill the album to feel complete. Never quite complete until the last sticker. Panini had created one of the most effective consumer loops in the history of retail, and they had done it entirely by accident. In 1970, Panini secured a license with FIFA to produce the official sticker collection for the World Cup in Mexico. That decision changed the company forever. The 1970 album was released only in Italy and the United Kingdom. It contained 288 stickers. It cost almost nothing. It sold out almost immediately. By the 1980s, 9 out of every 10 schoolchildren in the United Kingdom were collecting Panini stickers. Every 4 years, the World Cup album became a ritual. You did not just watch the tournament. You collected it, you built it, you carried it around, you lost sleep over the last 7 stickers you still needed. Panini produced World Cup albums for every tournament from 1970 onward, with one exception: the 1994 World Cup in the United States, where a contractual dispute briefly interrupted the relationship. Every other tournament, every 4 years, for over 5 decades, the Panini World Cup album was not a product. It was part of the culture of the sport itself. Here is the number that explains everything that came next. Panini projected approximately $1.5 billion in sales from each of the next 2 men's World Cups alone. $1.5 billion from sticker albums and trading cards. The World Cup album was the backbone of a global collectibles empire that also included domestic league albums, Champions League collections, NBA cards, NFL cards, and dozens of other licensed products across sports and entertainment. Panini had turned a newspaper distribution office in Modena into one of the most profitable licensing businesses in the world. And for decades, no one seriously challenged them, because no one could. The FIFA relationship was the foundation of everything. Without it, the empire crumbled. Someone understood that. Who is Fanatics? Michael Rubin did not grow up thinking about sticker albums. He built Fanatics as a sports merchandise retail company. Jerseys, hats, replica kits, the official store experience at stadiums and online. By the early 2020s, Fanatics was the dominant player in licensed sports merchandise across North America. And then Ruben looked at the trading card market. He saw a fragmented industry worth billions of dollars. He saw Panini holding the major licenses. He saw Topps holding others. He saw no single company controlling everything. He decided to change that. The strategy Ruben executed between 2021 and 2026 was straightforward in theory and aggressive in practice. Step 1. Secure exclusive long-term licenses from every major sports organization. Not for one cycle, for 10 to 20 years. Long enough to make competition structurally impossible. Step 2. Acquire the competition. Fanatics bought Topps in January 2022, absorbing its licenses, its infrastructure, and its brand recognition. Step 3. Remove the remaining competitor from the market. That remaining competitor was Panini. What happened to Panini between 2021 and 2026 is the subject of active antitrust litigation in multiple U.S. federal courts. The following is drawn from court filings. According to Panini's lawsuit against Fanatics, Fanatics acquired the exclusive trading card licenses for the NFL, NBA, and MLB without any open public bidding process. Sports leagues and player associations were offered equity stakes in Fanatics itself as part of the deals. Panini was not given an opportunity to compete. They learned about the agreements by reading about them in the media. Then, the production problem began. Fanatics acquired a controlling stake in GCP Packaging, the company that manufactured almost all of Panini's trading cards. After the acquisition, GCP began allocating fewer resources to Panini production, causing supply disruptions and contract cancellations. Then came the employees. According to the court filings, Fanatics began poaching Panini staff using what the lawsuit describes as threats. Panini employees were allegedly told they would be blacklisted from the entire industry unless they left Panini immediately and joined Fanatics before the license transitions took effect. Then came the athletes. Fanatics allegedly pressured star players to refuse exclusive autograph deals with Panini, using a combination of financial incentives and threats. Then came the jerseys. Panini had a multi-year business relationship with Fanatics to purchase player jerseys, the kind used to create premium cards with authentic game-worn material. Fanatics terminated that supply agreement at exactly the moment it entered the trading card market. The lawsuit alleges this was not coincidence. Fanatics has denied all allegations and filed counter-lawsuits. The core cases remain active in discovery. The sequence of licenses Fanatics acquired tells its own story. Topps had already replaced Panini as UEFA's exclusive trading card and sticker licensee before the FIFA deal was announced. The Premier League, gone. The Champions League, gone. The NFL, gone. The NBA, gone. MLB, gone. And then, on May 7, 2026, FIFA announced its long-term exclusive collectibles deal with Fanatics, beginning in 2031, covering trading cards, stickers, and trading card games across every FIFA tournament, including the World Cup, the Women's World Cup, and the Club World Cup. Panini issued a statement saying they remained committed to delivering the best possible experience for the 2026 and 2030 albums. The tone of the statement was the tone of a company saying goodbye. Here is the detail that deserves a moment of silence. For 56 years, Panini operated as the dominant, and in many markets, the only, force in football sticker collections. Their hold on the FIFA license was near total. No serious competitor emerged. No alternative product threatened their position. In other words, Panini was a monopoly. And now they are fighting for survival using antitrust laws designed to protect against monopolies. The company that once controlled everything is now trying to stop someone else from controlling everything. The argument Panini is making in court is almost identical to the argument that could have been made against Panini itself for decades. The difference is that no one made it. If this story is making you think differently about something you grew up with, that's exactly what this channel is for. Hit the like button if you want more people to see it. And if you're new here, subscribe. Every video on this channel tells the real story behind something football takes for granted. The Topps and Fanatics approach to collectibles is fundamentally different from Panini's. Panini built its business on volume, affordable packets, mass market accessibility, the 80-cent sticker you could buy at a newsagent. Fanatics built its business on premium tiers, high-end cards, authenticated signatures, game-worn jersey patches, the $10 pack, the $100 box, the $1,000 rookie card. The people who designed Panini's model wanted every child in the world to be able to collect football stickers. The people who designed Fanatics' model want to create investment-grade collectibles for serious adult collectors. Both models generate revenue. They generate it from completely different audiences. What that means for the casual fan, for the child who just wants to fill an album, for the tradition that connected generations of football supporters to every World Cup since 1970. That question has not been answered yet, but the direction is clear. The 2026 World Cup album is in shops right now. Buy it if you can. Not because of the stickers, not because of which players are inside, but because it is a piece of something that is ending. Panini did not lose the FIFA license because they failed to make a good product. They lost it because someone built a system in which making the best product was no longer the point. The point was controlling the access, owning the licenses, eliminating the competition before the contract even came up for renewal. For 56 years, the Panini World Cup album was part of what it meant to experience a World Cup. It was in your hands before the first match was played. It was in your bag during the group stage. It was almost complete, always almost complete, by the time the final came around. That tradition will survive in some form, under a different name, with a different logo, producing a different kind of product for a different kind of collector. But the thing that made it what it was, the cheap packet, the playground swap, the album that nobody ever quite finished, that came from two brothers in Modena who found a box of unsold figurines in 1960 and decided to see what happened. It will not come from Fanatics. If this is the kind of story you want more of, the real story behind the things football takes for granted, subscribe. There are plenty more where this came from.